So here we are, morning out on the homestead. We are burning some of the brush in a controlled fashion. So one of the ways we like to burn brush is in a line, so it's not all burning at once, a little more controlled. We're putting this fire ash, we're actually going to till it into the soil. So you'll notice it's in one of the fields that we're prepping right now. And that will give us quite a bit of pH balance that we're looking for here in the soil. Burning all of this organic brush also reduces the fuel that's on the ground. So as we come into fall and spring, when fires are more predominant than in most parts of the United States, getting rid of that fuel is essential. So we'll chip up all the green wood and use it for the walkways and for the compost piles, and we'll burn some of the little bit of brush here and do it in a controlled fashion. The other thing that you most likely would want to do is contact if you're doing it in a municipality, you got to make sure there's no burn bans. You also want to contact your local fire department and make sure that they know that you're burning some brush. Contacting your neighbors and letting them know as well. If they want to bring some brush over, we had some neighbors put their brush on here. It's minimal, but when we have a safe space to do this with no vegetation around the burn pile, we have our water hose here. Obviously that's not going to do too much with the residential water, but these are all things to consider as you try to safely burn and use that ash to your advantage in the garden. Other things to consider here, we're burning during the morning when there's a lot of dew on the ground. Winds are at their lowest. There's almost no wind. You can see from the fire columns here that it's burning pretty much straight up. We're burning fairly dry sticks and twigs. We let it dry out a few months, and that's going to give us the minimal amount of smoke. A lot of the smoke you see in the air is the water vapor. And so that'll be minimally intrusive on the neighborhood and the neighbors. In the Ozark Mountains here, the fire smoke tends to stay in the valleys, especially when there's no wind. So again, these are things you want to be cognizant of, just to keep everyone happy and do things the safest way you know how.